You ever have shoes that squeak a lot? Well, you might be entitled to compensation. There's a group of people that are suing a shoe company out of Sweden. I had not heard of this shoe company, but out of Sweden because, quote unquote, they're embarrassed that their shoes squeak so much. This caused them some trauma.
Like if they're just walking?
Yeah, it's like...
Well, can't they just get a new pair of shoes? Like, people return stuff all the time.
I know, yeah, like, I don't like these shoes.
I haven't been this embarrassed since 4th grade. Some pants.
She was wearing pants and squeaky shoes.
They're quacking.
Wow.
Yeah, that was not a squeak. That was a quack.
Yeah.
Quacking.
That was a terrible sound. We do have our official attorney, Lisa Lanier, on. And Lisa, we might have some other questions for you from earlier in the show. But can they actually sue? I know we can sue for anything, but can they even win?
Well, it's a little bit early to tell what kind of evidence they have about a defect in this shoe. It's a really popular Swiss running shoe. You know, I run, and I wear them. I'm not every time, but I wear Hoka's and Ons and some of the popular running brands, and they all do that. This is one of the defenses that On has here. So they just filed this, like they filed it days ago, and so it's a little bit early to tell the strength of their case. And there will be motions to dismiss, and they could be thrown out. Oftentimes these days, these products cases, these class actions, judges are getting more conservative about what they will allow to go forward, and they're typically looking for more of an overt misrepresentation or some kind of dangerous defect. And here, it's an annoyance. It's not all the time. Like I've not had any of my shoes make that weird sound, but I think it's because I don't typically walk on surfaces with them. Like a lot of nurses and doctors wear these shoes.
Right.
And my understanding is that when they wear them, the surfaces that, are often those like, linoleum or concrete floors covered in, some kind of tile, that on that type of surface, they will make that squeaking sound. But the similar complaints have been lodged against a bunch of other running shoes that people wear for the same thing, including Nike, Adidas, Hoka, and Brooks. And so it may just be the surface. It may be that all shoes do this. And so we'll have to see how the evidence plays out. But the plaintiffs are saying that there is an actual defect in the design of this shoe that makes this happen. And it's just, we'll have to see. I mean, if it,
But why would they get money? I mean, why can they get money because they bought a shoe that just sounds... I mean, I understand the defect part, but if it's not hurting anybody, it's just annoying.
Yeah, and can't they just return it if they don't like it?
Well, apparently, I mean, they probably could have returned it, but they are saying that, that it's a defective design, and so you can't, even if it's not harmful, you can be sued for putting out a defective product, even if it doesn't necessarily cause physical harm. But these folks are saying it causes a financial harm, and they've asked for it to be remedied and that it hasn't been remedied. Now, I don't know what their return policy is. Maybe it's by the time it starts squeaking, it's too late to return it. You've already worn it too much, I would imagine. And that's actually one of the things, one of On's defenses here is that that's normal wear and tear of a running shoe. One thing about these shoes, they do have a unique design, and they have more sort of pockets on the bottom. And I don't think that's necessarily what's causing the squeak. But one thing I have is I'll pick up a pebble in the bottom of mine sometimes, and then end up carrying that around and clonking it on the floor or something. But I think they're great shoes, so I don't know. Maybe I'm biased.
I put Jelly Bellies in those like little cubby for later. Yeah, when I don't
for
walk.
later, just have one later. Yeah,
when I go from the kitchen to the couch and back, it's pretty cool. So these are On Clouds?
Yeah.
Oh,
they are?
Because we said On. I guess they go by On, but people call On Clouds. So
I
didn't.
them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those are popular.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that the On is the On Cloud. The brand is On, but they make Cloud Runners and Cloud, like Cloud 15s or whatever. I mean, they're all, they have a ton of Cloud shoes.
I have several family members that have had the same issue with their On Cloud squeaking, and they were told to either take some sandpaper and kind of file part of it down, and it works.
Don't give me a chore.
Or to put some baby powder in there and said it eliminates sometimes the squeak.
Huh.
Interesting.
Well, because on our sister station, Chris Kelly, I noticed he's walking down the hall, and I heard the squeak, and I just thought it was his like skeleton bones rubbing together, and I was like, "What is with his shoes? They're so they're like loud."
Yeah, I don't know if it ever went away though. It might have went away.
I don't know, maybe.
Well, the one thing about On Clouds, no offense, is there's the bottom is like wide. I love the sneakers, but the bottom is wide. And if you step on any type of rocks or stick, you get like sticks and rocks that get caught in your shoe. At the bottom.
Yeah, that's exactly what. Yeah, what I was saying with the pebble. I don't know. I bought a pair a couple years ago of these Birkenstock shoes that are a little bit like a prettier Birkenstock. You know, it's like got the little bejeweled stuff on it and everything.
Yeah.
And they have over the cork bed. They have this. I guess it's leather. I don't know. But those things made the sound that they made. I could never wear them, and I could never break them in because it sounded like flatulence. It sounded like
That's hilarious.
I mean, it was not a squeak; it was a fart. It was.
Yeah, you have fart shoes. You can't do that.
I had fart shoes.
Since we have you on, we're just throwing this at you. We didn't, give you a heads up on this at all, but I know you can roll with anything. We're talking about earlier. There's a man who found $7,500 in cash on the street, and he kept it. And then when you come to find out, I guess the guy was buying a car, and it fell off his car. He didn't know that. He just found the bag and kept it. Like, is there a penalty for that if you find something and you didn't know whose it is and you keep it?
So it depends on whether it has been abandoned or whether it's lost. And so lost property does not automatically become the property of the person who finds it. Like if because like a bag full of a lot of money, somebody, that's lost, right? That's not abandoned. Now it's different if it's abandoned, then, like if you see somebody throw a painting in a dumpster and you go, that was a good looking painting. I'm going to go get that painting. Mm-hmm. You go get it and you find out it's some priceless work of art. That's yours. They abandoned it. So
nice.
That's tough on them. But where somebody has lost something, you can't just keep it. And there have been people, there was actually a really kind of a high profile case a few years ago. There was a woman at UNC Hospital and a man sitting next to her got up, and this was all caught on surveillance camera. He got up, and when he did, his wallet fell out of his pocket, and it fell on the chair beside her. And she was like, and she took it. And it was all caught on video, and she was actually arrested for that. So,
that's messed up.
What are you supposed to do if let's say, because I stumbled upon some money years ago, but if you stumble upon a big bag of money, obviously nobody just leaves it like you're saying,
right?
But do you turn it in? Hopefully, if nobody...
You can turn it in to authorities. You can try to find the true owner. Yeah, that kind of thing.
But after time.
If no one claims it, right, if no one claims it, then you can keep it.
Okay, so like you could just take it home and then like do a post and like just share it to like 2 or 3 friends and just say I posted about it or whatever, or make it private. Just
typically, if you turn it into authorities, you're never going to get it back. But I mean, typically, if you make a good faith attempt to find the owner, now if it's a lot of money, it's going to be a different situation. But I mean, if it's just some, if it's some item, and you ask around and try to find the owner, but with money, it's kind of dangerous to keep it because you can't actually get in trouble because it doesn't. If it's lost.
Okay.
Interesting.
We also had this other story, Lisa, where you can bill us overtime to send it to Jason.
No worries.
We're used to paying attorney fees. It's fine. All right. So there's a guy or lady went to the gas station and left her car running, and she came out. She was in there for 1 minute. She came out. There's a guy driving off with her car, stealing her car. She calls 911, and she's like, my toddler's in the car. And then while she's on the phone with 911, the guy turned around and was like, sorry about that. I didn't know your kid was in the car, and then gave the car back and then like just ran off. But they caught him. And so the question is, obviously, he's been charged, by the way, with kidnapping and theft or auto vehicle theft. Yeah. And do you think do you think a judge will at least, because Jason and I are contending the judge might look at it and say, yeah, that's wrong. We're going to punish you, but won't be as much as if you like kidnapped the kid and for days and then we found you.
Yeah, and because it's the context. Like he didn't mean for the kid to be in there, but he's getting charged with kidnapping too. Yeah.
It's usually the criminal justice system doesn't usually have a lot of sympathy with car thieves who accidentally kidnap someone's child. So I don't think he's going to really. I don't think he's going to really get any. I mean, and bad. So the idea is, when you're committing a crime, you don't know all the bad consequences that can flow from that. And a lot of times, like somebody will go in, to a convenience store, try to rob it, and somebody gets shot and killed, and it may not have been your intent. You may have gone in there with a fake gun or something, but let's say another customer pulls a gun and starts shooting, and not only, shooting at you, but accidentally shoots, another customer or something. Then you've killed somebody. And that, you've put into motion a chain of events that someone has died, and you can actually be charged with felony murder.
But that's after that really happens. The fact that the guy was new. Where's the reward for the good behavior?
That's not good behavior.
Good behavior.
Well, it is. If the guy didn't have to, if the charge is going to be the same, he might as well just kidnap them. Because the fact of the matter is, he had the incentive. This is not right. He's going to bring it back. We want more people to do that.
Well, the incentive is to not also get that charge.
Or to not...
Don't steal a car.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but the fact that he brought it back may mitigate his sentence a little bit.
That's what I'm
because
asking, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a little bit. I mean, they're not going to probably drop the kidnapping charge, but they might give him the lower end of the sentencing spectrum.
That's what I was thinking. He'd get a lower end of it.
I think they should throw out the kidnapping.
Oh, my goodness.
Just throw it out in general.
And then be charged him with the grand theft auto.
I did not realize you're so anti-child.
he did say earlier, he's like, the mom will get over it.
Yeah. She'll be all right.
She was overreacting.
Yeah. She should reward him. She'd give him a
She should
prize.
thank
They're going to
him.
drop it. I wouldn't see them dropping it, but I could see them giving him the lighter end of the sentencing spectrum.
Because the Jason did say otherwise, you're not really getting his money's worth for the kidnapping. It wasn't intentional, but I mean, if you're going to be charged, you get your money's worth. We're not promoting kidnapping.
I'm always surprised to hear Jason come down soft on crime. I mean,
Right?
She knows. Lisa knows.
I'm independent on every issue. But
He's got a lot of friends that are,
Every issue.
But I will tell you that, I'm not going to get involved with this anymore. But I'm just saying, there's bad criminals and there's decent criminals.
yeah. Criminal.
And that's, I guess, Lisa, that's why there's ranges with sentences. Like, I guess some states might have a minimum or a maximum or both, but like some, that gives judge the leeway, and he might say, all right, you're like really bad at stealing cars and you suck at kidnapping, so we're gonna give you the lower end of both.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So,
and you brought the kid back, which is for sure. I mean, so they have mitigating circumstances and aggravating circumstances, so a judge can look at those and say, I'm going to throw the book at you, or I'm going to go a little bit lighter. But they don't have a tremendous amount of latitude. They have guidelines, and so I would say lighter end for this guy because kudos that he did bring the kid back. But
One more thing.
Yes, go ahead.
Lisa, another thing we were arguing about. If you throw something away in your own trash can, right? And somebody walks by and goes through your trash can, which is out by the road, is that considered stealing, or you have the right to do that? Do you know? I know that's out of the blue. I'm asking you this.
Yeah, I mean, I think in most jurisdictions, your trash, once you've put it out, like to be picked up, is pretty fair game, and the police go through it all the time in cases to try to get people's DNA and stuff. But there was an instance in North Carolina some years ago where, and I think in Raleigh, where some DJs went through some rival DJs' trash. And they got
Jason
in some
Goodman?
trouble for it. No,
that's old school Goodman right there.
It was in Raleigh. I think. But,
yeah, I wonder why though.
They went through. I think they ended up with. I don't think it was criminal charges, but I think they went after them for like some civil invasion of privacy because they went on to publicize on the radio. I think some pretty highly personal, sensitive things that they found in the trash.
Matt, tomorrow morning you'll be out in our rival's trash. You'll be in Chris Kelly's trash tomorrow.
Oh, you mean I have to go to Seattle?
Oh, yeah, true. Good point. Aha, they don't even live
They're
there.
not even here.
Yeah. Are they still doing their morning show here?
From Seattle.
From Seattle? I mean, they're still on. Okay.
Days, hours later.
What about putting your trash into somebody else's trash? We were talking about that too.
Jason does that.
Yeah. Like if I see this, my neighbor, they'll say they're walking their dog. The dog poops. They pick up the poop, then put the bag of poop in the trash can that's still left out there.
Yeah, I think you can do that if it's you've pushed it out onto the public road. You can. I think you can put it and I mean unless it's a generally right, so they don't leave their poop around. But
yeah, but it smells up my can.
Lisa, you've been successful because you're good at what you do, right? Do you, like Jason, have somebody that comes and cleans out his trash cans for him?
No, I've seen that. I have seen that service, but I actually I do it myself.
Wow.
Lisa just buys a new trash can every week.
No. I clean my trash cans.
One last question. If you're disposing of a body, if the trash can's at the curb, is that better to do it that than to go onto the property?
Should the body go in my neighbor's trash
The trash can or my trash can, as long as it's on the curb. Okay. Lisa, you're awesome. Good to talk to you. If you're ever injured, contact her right away at hireaheavyweight.com.